Grammarly helps me.
I think it should be good to start. It's been like 5-6 minutes. I think. Hold on. Yeah, it should be fine to start. You're already in here, jeez. Hi. I did not expect people to already be, like, loaded in. I'm just trying to get a couple other things set up. Just, like, really, really quickly. No, it's alright. I had it booted up. Usually, it takes a few for the thing to get sent out, but on like OBS it said it was only like 2 minutes or something before you actually start messaging, so that I think that is honestly the fastest anyone has actually commented and it went through. Yeah. I'm going to exit out of those. I'll just leave that going because that has the music. I don't know if the music's too loud or not. I just have it playing in the background. Yeah, I know. I don't even know how that's possible. That is the one thing that people clicked on though. I'm just going to swap it over to this. I already have stuff put up on here. I just figured doing art tonight probably would be better because it's more chill and laid back. That, and I also have wanted to draw for like the last 3 or 4 weeks and I've just procrastinated on it for some reason. I don't know how you procrastinate on something you like doing, but I did. I mean, I would like to pull up, but I don't want that to be the reason I do. I got these pulled up. They're just projects I did and was trying to work on. You know what? I'm just gonna do plain art on this. And color it because it might be a cute little like sticker idea. It is, yeah, to an extent, yeah. That is his whole like little thing. I should be sketching first though, to like try and warm up. Oh well. I need a perspective point. I always forget how to. How do you add a ruler on here? I always forget. Create perspective ruler. Okay, so can I make it? I guess not. Oh, no. I want to draw. Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of that because that's not helping my case. You know, one of these days, I will have to try and start drawing things like that because unfortunately that is what sells. The one artist I have followed online went from being such a small artist, they started drawing things like that, and now that became like their full-time job. And it was in like a few short months. Not of me though. I would do it of me or my VTuber. It'd probably be of the characters I like. Or maybe requested characters. At this point, I don't know. Not crud. It'd help if my lines could be a lot more straight and evened out, but oh well. I'm just kind of like rough sketching at this point. I mean, technically, you could. You could put it. I forget the actual name of it. There's an actual name for that. This is a terrible conversation to actually be joining in on, but hi! Oh, welcome in. I'm just kind of goofing around sketching for the moment. I have other projects up I'm gonna try and do line art on. I'm just kind of goofing around. Alright, that's fine. I'm still just gonna be doodling. My hand don't turn. Or my hand can't draw the one way. With how I have this set up. Not crap. That's not what I wanted. I gotta figure out the sizes on the brushes and things like that because some of them work like really, really handy for what I'm after, and some of them just don't. Wait, I gotta redo that because I'm trying to do all the lighting the same way, like kind of up over here. Also, if I'm kind of just like zoning out, that's still not right. If I'm just zoning out and I don't really talk to you guys, I do apologize for it. I guess it doesn't really matter which way the lighting's coming from, so long, like, cause this is just a sketch page. So long as I know which way the lighting is on each of these shapes, I should be fine. Anyways, the thing I'm saying, if I kind of am just a little bit quiet this stream, I do apologize. Obviously, I'm focusing on art. I'm just doodling for fun. I am also like zoning out very, very badly because I have the music playing, which I apologize for the fact that it's the Obey Me lobby music and it's an hour loop. I'm very picky about the type of music I want to put in the background of my stream, and if I'm being brutally honest, I cannot find the type of music I want to put on in the background because to find music to play for like you guys and then to go back in on like my phone and then try and hook up my music so I can listen to different music than what you guys are listening to isn't fair. So I'm trying to find a balance between music I like and music you guys would be fine with. Not fun. It's really not fun. So here I am playing Obey Me music. I figured you guys probably would have liked it a lot better than my last art stream where I put on the daycare theme from Security Breach for an hour. It was a 10-hour loop video, but I put it on for like a couple hours, however long I was streaming. So I figured you guys probably would have liked a change up. And I will put this out there just in case any of you watching actually know or have suggestions. I'm looking for electro swing to put on in the background because I personally really like it, but I cannot for the life of me find any that's copyright free, and it sucks because it is such a good genre of music, but to find like anything for it is just like next to impossible. I tried at one point to put some on before, but a couple of the songs got copyrighted, which sucks, but there's not much you can really do about it. So, here we are, listening to a baby music. Although, I don't think you guys are really gonna complain much. Oh, there's another bot message. Oh well. It is what it is. I am double checking something really quickly. Oh, that's how I take care of the messages like that. Oops. I'll figure out which button it is here pretty soon. Yeah, I'm still good on here. Okay. I also figured doing art tonight, the whole reason I decided to do this in the first place was because I figured it's probably a better change up from everything. For you guys, especially because I've been like binging games a lot, and that's not exactly how I wanted my stream stuff to go originally. It was supposed to be for art, but I've been just kind of like putting it off for some reason, and I don't know why. I really, really like doing art, but it sucks because I get more views and stuff with games. Which I guess isn't a bad thing, but still. Let me go here, because I do gotta pull up Pinterest. Because yes, I have to have... Oh wait, no. Maybe I do have... Where's mine? Bring me back to my thing. Maybe I have it saved in my drawing references. I do not. Wonderful. Why do I have cosplay references and my art references? I have two separate things for that. Why are they together? What has my world come to? Let's do head angle reference. Drawing. Yes. You knew exactly what I wanted. So they say picture the head in a square. So that's what we are going to do. Okay, I'm going to save that to drawing reference because that'll probably come in handy. I don't know when, but it'll come in handy. hopefully soon. I really don't want to try this. So we're gonna do head on. Okay. You know what we're gonna do? Split it into 9 things. We're gonna ignore the fact that they're not entirely even, okay? We aren't gonna do that. That is going to annoy me. Okay. So it's okay. Close enough. Close enough. So we're gonna do a head on. Okay, actually, you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna pull up that handy dandy reference tool that I just Googled. Not Googled. Searched on Pinterest. So we're going to let's see. Do they have any with the boxes? Like that? No. So it's just this one. Alright, well, this is gonna be fun. So let's see here. So they say if you want the head to be at an angle, you kind of gotta imagine it like this. Oh. So it's supposed to be more at an angle. Okay, boop. We're gonna go boop, 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 boop. Okay, not really. We're gonna go like that. And then we're gonna go like that. So that is head shape 1. Head shape 2. Head shape 3. I'm gonna make it a little bit longer. Okay. Okay. So then, same thing. I should not be taking this much time on references. And then I can actually do that. And you know what I'm gonna do? Because I don't necessarily need to draw these. I drew them once. So I'm gonna do copy paste. And then we're gonna do... Yep. Okay. So now I got all 9 of these. And yes, to an extent you can kind of... Oh, I had references pulled up. I didn't see you came back. I'm sorry. Welcome back. I was trying to search stuff for like Pinterest for tips to help me with like head angles and stuff. don't know how well this is gonna go over. So, let's see. Where did... Okay, the mouse is right... I always forget it's not a different mouse entirely. So they say you're supposed to keep the head in line with the box, but I don't know. I don't know how well this is gonna blow over. Okay, so it is a different thing. I guess I should have made a different size box. Oh well. I'll still practice head angles all the same. So that's about even. Okay, I do gotta draw the whole square, unfortunately, because I did not think my decisions through. Okay, so then it's this. No. No. I don't like how that looks. It goes like that. Again, I gotta draw the whole square. Okay. To an extent, yeah, that's what I'm drawing. I'm trying. They say if you imagine like head perspectives in the boxes, then it's supposed to help you. Quite frankly, I was a menace in school, in college and things, because I've said on here before, I've actually went to like college and things and have a degree in animation. I was a menace in college though, and I don't think my teachers were all too happy with me because I think in the entire time I have been drawing, I have never once looked at like a tutorial or anything on how to draw art. I've just kind of winged it, and that is how I've always drawn. And they're like, no, you gotta draw basic shapes first, and then have rulers and guidelines and things like that. And I'm like, okay. But to know is to know. I don't think I have ever once had, oh, what am I trying to say? References. I've never once looked up tutorial videos, nothing like that, which sucks. Because I think it hurt me more in the end. But yeah, all I'm trying to do now is work on head perspective, and that's about it. Alright, let's see this one. So they say... Why does this dude have such a giant chin? There is no way if you go from a higher angle, their chin shape gets bigger. Honestly, it is. This is the okay, I'll show it because... So, this is the reference I'm looking at. Look at the chin shape on the middle one. It goes... Okay, it's smaller down. It gets thinner. It does not need to get bigger the higher the head looks. There's no need for that. It honestly does. I don't even want to attempt this. I don't even want to attempt this. I know this is a terrible, terrible thing, but oh well. Not much I could really do. I don't like that though. It looks so wonky. Oh, the ears tuck up more behind because the chin technically pops out more. Yeah, I don't like that. That is so cursed. And it's even worse on the other angles. Somehow this did not turn out as bad. Which is funny because I can't normally draw 3/4 this way. It's always the opposite way. Which tells me this is probably going to be atrocious this way. You know what? I am gonna save this because although it looks odd, this is actually helping me like immensely. Oops, that's gotta... I gotta redo that. So it comes out more on the top. Oh, that is a very sharp cut, jaw. Oof. But I guess that's what it calls for. But it also comes up a little bit more. There's a very, very short cut chin for perspective. Oh crud. I'm not happy with that. I'll redo that. That is a very tiny chin. Again, ears are tucked behind. I've made Thanksgiving. That was alright. Very different than it's been for me for the last few years, but it was actually decent. Which is nice because for like it being different, it was surprisingly not an entire train wreck. Which sounds mean, but to know is to know. With like my family, anytime we try something new for the holidays, it always turns into a giant fiasco. Okay, let's see. So in the way of accuracy, somehow these ones are not that bad. These ones are a lot better than what I thought. These ones, no. I gotta practice on those. So I now know what I need to be doing. I am going to pop this up just because I know we're gonna say head and gold practice. Oh, I need that one. Okay. I honestly wish that was the case with my family, but surprisingly, they all actually can cook. Well, okay, I need to reiterate that some of them can. I think it is so funny watching my family cook though. At times, I don't know how it is for everyone else, but it's so funny for me to watch my family cook on days, especially like the ones I live with, because most of the time I'm usually cooking dinner with my dad just because my mom works later than everyone else in the house. So usually I'm helping my dad cook, and in the last few months it's usually just been me cooking. So my father has taught me when you cook, you pretty much cook with your heart. You don't use measuring cups, you just kind of guess. Like you go until it feels right to you. And on the opposite end, my mom is very no, you gotta use exact measurements for everything. I mean, yeah, you would. To an extent. Well, I say to an extent, you would definitely die if you did. I, it's my mom. It just, how she cooks is it's, no, everything has to be exact. When she's baking, I'm the same way as her. I'm very paranoid about it if I'm baking, so I'm like, okay, yeah, no, everything has to be exact, because if you are off even a little, like, minute amount on anything, it can go so wrong. It goes south so fast. So I'm very exact on that. But when it comes to like cooking, I just flat out, there's no measuring. It's just I sprinkle in enough spices until it feels good enough, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, it actually is good. There's maybe like once in a blue moon I might put a little like more salt in than probably should be, or not enough. But beyond that, everything turns out perfectly fine like all the time. Yeah, there's so many spices we have to use. It's bad too on days because I think pretty much like everything that we make here, we use garlic powder with, and I have gotten to a point I have figured out to like a fine tea. Everything pretty much takes between like 1 to 3 tablespoons of it or something. So I would just sprinkle in enough. That is like the only spice I know off the top of my head, but we use spices like all the time. There are some I did not even know existed. I forget what it was, but there was one not too long ago we used. I'm like, how is this a thing? Like, how do you go about using this? But it is funny watching people cook on days in my family, because my dad's side of the family has just always been very, you go till it feels right, and then my mom's side is very, no, you gotta use like exact measurements. So it's funny watching it go back and forth on days. Let's see. Oh, that is way too big for what I want. How about 4? Okay, 4 is the winner. You know what? I will leave the face and the skin because those are fine. So I will put those in here, and I will put those in here. I will do that because I do believe yeah. So all that is fine. You know what? You have a foot in the door a lot further than my brother. My brother does not know how to cook. He's asked before to help with it. I don't know why. For some reason, my dad is just very, no, he cannot learn how to cook. Which, it, I, he doesn't like come out and say that, but. Oh. Wait, what happened? That think that's a lot of people on days now, though, because my brother is one of them, and I forget who the other is. There's like 2 or 3 other people, though, in my family that don't actually know how to. If I ever could cook for people one day, I probably would. I honestly would. Okay, so that's fine there. Oh, I forgot I had its little hairs. That's why it looks so off. No! They did not actually question that. I did explain to them before the Aunt Ducky thing. I explained the other thing to my dad the other night. The thing they were most concerned about were the clips. More specifically, and I'm getting it pulled up. More specifically, this one. Right here. I had to explain to them the whole joke and the whole thing behind it. And they still looked at me like I was a psycho. Even though I wasn't the one that said anything in that clip. It was of Bubbles. I still had to answer it. No. Are you kidding me? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. So we are going to erase those and then erase this. And then fix that up a bit because I do not like how that looks. There we go, I fixed it. Yeah, I wonder. looks. I don't even think I have my references for him anymore. No. Wait a minute. I did not mean to hit my mic. Let's see. Oh, yes, I am doing it right. I guess it doesn't matter how I draw it. So we're going to make that smaller and keep this here. That's fine if you go to bed. I'm glad you came in for a few at least. Thank you for that. You didn't have to. I know it's later where you live, so I do appreciate you stopping in. I need to stop hitting my mic cord. Okay, so make that a little bit shorter. And then connect this a little bit better. I don't like how flat that looks though. So we're gonna go like that. Flip it around and go like that. Yeah, that is a lot better. I'm liking that. So we're gonna do hit an hour in this stream already. That's cool. So we minimize that, bring this back up. What we're gonna do? No. Duplicate. There we go. Let me see. How is that looking so far? I don't know. I'm not liking how the hair looks on this side. I might change it. See, that's a little better because they're about the same length on each side, so they're about even. So it's a little better, not 100%, but a little. I'm zoning out. Kind of doing like my own thing. I apologize for that to you guys. Um, I'm still here. I promise I'm still alive. I'm just like heavily focusing on this. I shouldn't be, but I am. We'll see how far this goes. Let's do the little cat. We're actually going to make this like almost non-existent. Make him bald. Make him bald. Not really. I like his hair. This one. Oh, no, it's this one. Okay. Well, I tried. I am amazed I was actually even able to draw that cat. Um, animal, animal. It's a dog. Yeah, it's a dog. I accidentally said that a little too loud, and my dog actually jumped up. For some reason, he does not like CATS. I have to spell it because he has yet to learn the spelling for them. You can tell he was serious. He meant business because he was snoring and he just instantly stopped and sat up and looked at me. I about made a mistake. I nearly made a grave mistake. If he started barking, he would have woke up my whole family. Oh well. Uh, well, back to this. What else do I need to do on this? Oh, a lot. Okay. Let me see here, because I think if I were to just erase a lot of these lines. Not those ones. Okay. Well, maybe I will have to find a different way. A workaround for that. Well, I thought it was gonna be slick, and I thought I found a shortcut, but I don't think there's a shortcut to this. Let me see here. I almost dropped my headphone. Well, that was nice. Hey, what is this? This is just hair. I could get rid of that. So it's just the clothes, more or less, that I gotta try and fix up. Okay, so I make them almost non-existent, and then it'll make it easier for me to come up with a new line to follow. So we're gonna go down, and then down. And then we're gonna go boop. So that's one sleeve. And then we go boop. And then we go boop. I gotta fix it so it's not going down just like straight away. that's pretty good. I'm hoping. Make this a little smaller. Fix this up. I do not like how that looked. Okay, and I think now if I go to, yep, if I go like that, and then I go like that and bring this over here, fix the way the shirt looks. Hold up. Okay, so she's gonna erase, and it is done. There we go. So delete that. We'll make a new one for color. Okay. Alright, I got my color scheme here. I got it, I think. Nah. Let's try in there. Close. Hold on. Let me see here. I'll make 3 different ones. Not that. No, I won't. It's that one. Yep, that's our winner. You know what I do need to do though? Hold on. I'm gonna do this so I know that that's the color. You know what I do need to do though? So I can't even. So we're gonna go with this. But like a grayscale thing, okay? You guys will see what I do or why I'm doing this. Okay, so then we do this. I need to make that smaller. Not that small. Like that's fine. We're almost there. And you know what the fun part is? I actually started trusting the bucket tool. So this won't take me but maybe a few seconds if you're lucky. I just gotta outline everything. Okay, then we turn it this way. And the hair actually goes in front of everything, so we don't have to worry about that little bit. But we do have to worry about the ear. There we go. Now I just gotta do the feet and the hands, or the foot and the hands. And this won't take me but maybe a few seconds if you're lucky. Like I said, a few seconds if you're lucky. Okay, so now that that's done, I gotta go to this, create selection. I don't need to do this on the purple part, but I'm gonna. Okay, and then it's Shift D. Next color. What is my next color? It looks like it's just white, but I'm gonna go with like an offshoot gray. Yeah, I'm gonna go with an offshoot gray. Yeah. That's what we're going for. Should be using the bucket tool, but I'll use it for like the hair and stuff. Or for like these smaller bits. I need to make it smaller. Not that small. Right there. Also, for the moment, guys, I don't have you up on screen. So if you are sending stuff in the chat, I'm not going to see it. I have my references up. I do apologize. I promise I will look at them here in a few. I'm just trying to get this done with base colors because I'd like to get this done. So, bucket tool. No. Brush. Oh, because they reset it, duh. I'm curious to know with you guys. And the only reason I ask is because this is something that my family is getting ready to do like tomorrow and things. How many of you already had Christmas stuff set up or getting ready to set Christmas stuff up? No. Why did you do that? I'm curious, and I only ask because there are a lot of people out there that will set their stuff up way before Thanksgiving. Like as soon as Halloween's over, they start setting it up. A lot of the people around where I live actually started doing that. So I'm just curious. I'm just wondering how many of you do that? Okay, so it's like a dark brown. Okay, so it's just a beige. So That's all I gotta do for the pants. No skin color shirt. Okay. Again, not needed, but I still do it because I'm still used to making my own little stencils on here. So they're taken care of. I love how you can just barely tell there's a difference. That is exactly what I wanted. So it's a beige color, so right around. Yeah. It's like that. That color. That is what I want. Oh no, I forget. I had to put the layer at the bottom of everything. You know what I am gonna do? I should turn this down because... Or, yeah, turn my mic to face down because I am, like... I am doing the one thing you should not be doing as an artist, and I am, like, hunching over my work. I can actually do that because this is a darker color and I can't see against the purple. Well, it's more of a yellow. And because they're complementary colors, you can't really tell the difference. So we're just gonna do this. We're actually gonna use the bucket tool on this because this is a bigger thing. Wait, why am I going around like that? Okay. Now we use the bucket tool. Boom. And now we do the hair. And then we are done with base colors. So let me do that. Wait, Wait, when did you come back in? I have my references. I was asking questions to fill the silence. I went like 10-15 minutes without talking. I didn't mean to ignore you, I'm sorry. I don't know which... There's not... Okay, I did find a screenshot. Finally! It only took forever. Okay, so I see what I'm supposed to do. It's like reddish orange, brown. I should have. One of these days I'll be smart enough. Is that close? That. That color right there. That is very close. At least I see the chat now. Wait, no. This goes like this. Then... Nope. Nope, I can still tell that. I didn't mean to. I just forget to flip back and forth between references. Every time I go to look up a reference, I will just leave it up and forget to take it down when I'm not looking at it. I didn't mean to ignore you guys. Wait, no! No! Don't cancel me! Oh, I did miss a little spot right there. Oh well. Oh, no. I'm not just gonna patch it up later. I'm gonna fix it now because it's gonna annoy me otherwise. There. Now where's the hair clip? There's another spot. No. Why are you like this? And it's not even like I can avoid it either. It's a giant spot. Well, you know, actually, I changed my mind. I would like to get canceled for ignoring viewers. I don't want to be canceled for any other reason, the clip specifically, but I have way too many things that get taken out of context way too frequently. I don't need people to know what my clips are. Oh no. Oh no. Well, now I have one reason to the dread actually blowing up. Because that's all I'm gonna be known for then. No, I did see that go out of line. there's so many places I missed when I was doing the skin color. How? I had a different color underneath. How did I miss that? No, I don't like that. Oh no. Why am I scared to click on this? Oh no. I'm never gonna be able to make a case for that. My dad still does not believe me that that's of the whole story for that. I still have to try and explain to him it was a joke, and I even tried showing him the actual like little snippet that happened in that stream, and he still does not believe me. He thinks it's an inside joke I'm just not telling him about. I'm slowly losing my reputation both in my family and on stream. Oh no. No, I seen that go up. I can't even say that it couldn't. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I guess it would just depend on the context. Although I guess in this case it wouldn't really matter. I've almost finished this. Once I get this done, I don't know what I'm going to do from there. all that is covered. Now I gotta make my way up. How much of the hair do I have? I thought I had more. No. I still gotta go all the way around the head. And I gotta turn that because my hand does not turn that way. I forgot. I also have to color the cat in. I gotta look up the color of this cat. And I don't honestly know if I really want to. I'm half tempted to just go with a plain color. Because I think his has like a little heart-shaped thing on it in its fur. And as cute as that is, I think for a simple tiny sketch, that's a little more than what I want to add detail to. Maybe not, I don't know. I'll see how I feel by the time I'm done doing this part. I gotta fix that. I don't like how that looks. Okay, I think I went all the way around. Yeah, now I gotta go around the ear. No. Okay. Now I can just use the bucket tool. And I think that got everything. Keyboard, think. did not get this over here. Of course it didn't. So this gets color right there. Wait, it's missing a sword? Hey, I gotta look up his cat. You know what? I'm just gonna go to Google for this one. I would. I should add that. Wait, no. I forget. If I don't type in the name of the anime beforehand, it's just gonna bring up the countries. Okay, there we go. You know what? We'll color it the same. Yeah, because the one he first shows up with is just white. And that's a little boring of a color. Especially for this. So we're gonna just color it like his. Okay. This one's gonna be a little bit harder. But I'm gonna try. So it's a cream color for the fur. Oh, no. Yes. So it's that, like a brownish gray color. That. Those exact colors. I'm sure you probably cannot see the one but barely. I promise you there is a color there. And I exited out of my reference. That is not... I'm telling you, one of these days... I didn't realize, yeah, it does look like the moon. So we got these. I'm gonna make it smaller. Oh, apparently I had 2 hours on stream. Yeah. Wait. Okay, yeah, I hit 2 hours. I was gonna say, wait. No. Yes, I did. I hit 2 hours. This thing is a loop. An hour-long loop. Don't ask me. That was my elbow hitting the desk. Okay, if I can stop being clumsy for 10 seconds. So I gotta fix this. I don't know how well this is gonna go. I'm gonna try. Okay, so it's just kind of like a little random patch closer towards the back. A little higher on the back. I'll fix it in a second. I'm just trying to get this much figured out for right now. Okay, the hair's going above the cat. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna click that one so I know that that's also a part of it. I honestly would not be surprised if that is the story for it. Well, at least one of them. Because this dude actually has, like, numerous cats. And when I say numerous, I mean on the upwards of, like, 40 or 50. I'm gonna try and fix that little streak. I don't like how that turned out. I'm gonna redo that. Thinking about it. You know what? I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say the thing, no. You know what? That from now on, that's just how he is. Yes, 1010%. Yes. It's not cats. It'll forever be known. I was gonna say something else, but you know what? I think I'm gonna just leave it as is. There's a little fur sheep. Fur mark. Let's roll inside. I was gonna say, this dude is living a dream I wish I could have, but instead of it being cats, it would be nothing but ducks. If I could have either that or corgis, like 1010%, I would be perfectly happy with that. You know what I am gonna do? I'm gonna fix the tail. Because I don't like it. So that is the liner. Where's the cat? Which one is the liner for the cat on this one? I am going to fix this. To match the cat better. I don't like that. That made it worse. I like cats, but I don't like them like... I don't like that. And even at that, I don't like that. I think I proved that on the one. I can't even say that I proved that because clicking fast does not prove anything other than I probably have no life. Uh-oh, I made a grave mistake. I did not, no wonder I'm having a hard time coloring this in. Of course, I put that on the wrong freaking layer. At least we got a lasso tool. I'm gonna take that. There. Now they're on separate layers. Wait, but I'm streaming to try and make other people laugh. It should be the other way around. Oh, I gotta do the inside of the ears. Oops. And the inside of the ears is just like a light. Well, no, it's more of like reddish, orangish pink. This is a very odd color. Well, very awkward, I should say. It's like a salmon color. That looks about close. Okay, now I just gotta clean up the line art, which I do want to make 2 folders for, just because. Okay, so I gotta erase a bunch of these lines that don't make sense. Okay, and now, nice little touch. We're not going that big. go. A simple little sketch is done. Okay. I am thinking. Let me save this. I am thinking I am probably going to end it there, just because it's pretty late here. And even at that, I've been going for like almost 2.5 hours now. So I think it would be a safe bet to say that ending here would be okay. Especially given it's an art stream and there ain't much going on. I will go ahead and say that that's probably gonna be it. So, to kind of start wrapping this up, I do want to start like I normally do with all of my streams. I want to start by telling you guys thank you so much for stopping by, especially with an art stream. I know you guys don't necessarily like. I know a lot of you actually followed me and like the art and stuff that I do, but I know that a lot of you like the gameplays and things like that I do off to the side. So just kind of wanted to throw stuff in here for everyone that follows me so I can appreciate everyone properly. I would like to say that tomorrow and Sunday I will also be streaming. Sunday will be an earlier one, like earlier on in the day. And then tomorrow, it just depends. I'll have to see, because I'm gonna be fairly busy tomorrow all day. So I have to see if I'm gonna be able to stream earlier on tomorrow, or if it'll have to be another late night stream. And if that's the case, I might try and do some more art again, or might try and do some animation stuff. Maybe play Project Diva again. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah. Thank you again so much for stopping in, guys. This whole week I made to appreciate you guys, because although yes, Thanksgiving is this week, and a lot of people use Thanksgiving to be very sappy and oh, I appreciate everyone. I say that every stream, and words can only do so much. So I'm making this whole week for you guys to appeal to like everyone, or to give everyone a chance to have stuff that they like as a thank you, because I really do appreciate it. Like seriously. It means a lot, especially seeing how a lot of people now, I don't have access to a lot of the social medias that people have, like a lot of the outlets and stuff. I have more like underhanded, not underhanded, but like underrated. Underrated is probably a better way of saying it, because if I said underhanded, that sound like I was doing something wrong. It's underrated, because I use like Tumblr and YouTube, and I don't really post on Instagram the clips and stuff I have, so it's pretty much just YouTube and Tumblr doing the footwork for me. So to have you guys actually watch me and things like that, I really do appreciate it, especially because I don't get the chance to access a lot of the social media outlets out there that a lot of the people have that are blowing up like quick. I'm sure if I did, I probably would have already blown up by now for the oh so lovely clips you guys have decided are just I can't even say anything. The clips speak for themselves. So yeah. Like I said, I don't know what tomorrow will be. I don't know if it'll be a later stream or if it'll be an earlier stream. I am going to be fairly busy all day tomorrow, so I don't really know. But there will be another one tomorrow probably tomorrow night, and then there will be an earlier one on Sunday if I have the time. And then next week it'll go back to the normal streaming schedule to where it's just Thursday, Friday, or Saturday and Sunday. I did this whole week just to appreciate you guys because like I said, let's be honest, you guys honestly deserve more content from me. I just have not been able to put a lot out. So yeah, I will be trying to put out some fact videos here in the next few weeks, as well as maybe even trying to draw new things or personalized things for Twitch. I am also falling down a rabbit hole of my own like personal interests and things like that. So yeah, some of the content might be a little more like catered to things I like. Not necessarily though. It'll still be games and it'll still be art like this. I'm just drawing characters I like. So yeah. I think that is about it though. I think so. Nothing else popped up that I need to really talk about. And if I did need to tell you guys or give you heads up, I've been like doing very good about keeping on top of Discord. So yeah. That is about it for now. I guess I will see you guys probably tomorrow.